So a meme is a term that was coined by Richard Dawkins, who is an evolutionary biologist in the last century. It's a very recent term. It is meant to identify an idea or belief that can be transmitted from one person to another. The name comes from biology and is an analog to a gene which transmits biological information. So memes are set up to convey idea information or belief systems. Now, the meme acts in a way that it actually provides a carrier for this. So which it's like when something is transmitted, it doesn't matter really how it's done. It can be done in a writing or written format, through speech, gestures, or rituals, or basically any other format that can be imitated. And that's really key to understanding the difference between a meme and, say, something that's just viral or just reproduces. In terms of that, a viral video on the internet is passed around from one person to another and doesn't change. A meme, on the other hand, gets recast, re-edited, reinterpreted, and retransmitted. So part of the person who is viewing it, part of the person who is sort of consuming it, also becomes embedded in the meme itself. So I wanted to start off by looking at an example. And let's look at the Star Wars kid. In the video, it's pretty straightforward. It's somebody practicing their mad lightsaber skills in front of, or in some sort of a production studio. And this was made it's hard to say why this was made. It was just some sort of private entertainment, sort of fantasy fulfillment. Maybe he was checking out his mad moves. But what happened was, this was then posted to the internet by his quote-unquote friends, and it sort of took the internet by storm. This is by far the most watched viral video on the internet. But what happened after it was put onto the internet was that other people picked it up, and you see the classic Star Wars titling going on here to give you a sense for what's going to happen. A nice little fade into the planet and into the studio, and they just added some fairly inexpensive special effects to it. This went totally crazy. But you see here that you can see the reference, the direct reference to the original video, but you also see what the person who did the editing, added to it. Now note also the length of it. This was all of 39 seconds. Shortness or brevity in video is very important when we're talking about memes in particular. And that has to do with sort of compartmentalizing the meme. If it's too long, if it's a really long viral video, it's hard to retransmit it. The next thing I want to take a look at is from a site called Know Your Meme. And Know Your Meme very specifically goes and dredges up the different memes and attempts to dig up their history. So let's take a quick look at this.
Here at the Rocket Boom Institute for Internet Studies, we've covered many memes, including the Rickroll, lolcats, and fail. And yet, we haven't broached upon one of the most classic and infamous internet memes of history, Star Wars Kid. Star Wars Kid was given its official name when it was discovered in 2003 by popular link blogger Andy Baio of Waxy.org. But where did the video come from? During some downtime at school in 2002, a young Ghislain of Montreal, Canada grabbed a golf ball retriever and decided to do something that only a few can dream of: having an all-out Star Wars lightsaber battle. Pretty impressive. But unfortunately for Ghislain, many people didn't see it that way. Two of his classmates found the tape and posted it online. Soon, this little clip spread throughout the interwebs. We here at the Rocket Boom Institute for Internet Studies have put this clip video through a series of tests that have revealed the true nature of this video clip. While Ghislaine is obviously awkward, you can tell that he really enjoys what he's doing and therefore owns it. It is only recently that these kids have been able to capitalize on their internet notoriety. Both Numa Numa and The Fall of Edgar turned their self-deprecation into paid commercial sponsorships. Unfortunately, the outcome would be different for the Star Wars kid. Ghislaine felt so hurt and humiliated that his mother filed suit against the families of the students who uploaded the video, a lawsuit that would eventually end with an out-of-court settlement. Meanwhile, Star Wars Kid would go on to be one of the most downloaded and parodied viral videos of all time.
So it's interesting to me that she chooses the word parody in terms of it. In a lot of the cases when a meme is being passed, it's being imitated and retransmitted. And I can understand assuming that or seeing that as a form of parody, but in its truest form, it's just it's a processing of it. It's a retransmission of it.